Happy Monday to you.
Good morning.
She's having some problems right now. So, what are you figuring out here, honey?
I did it.
You did it? Excellent. So,
Morning, Karen.
hello. We had a fantastic weekend here. I believe we did. What did we do this weekend? Oh my gosh, we did a lot of stuff. Mostly the grandkids. Have no idea why, but Christie really loves those kids.
You have no idea why I love those kids?
No, I have a good idea why you love the kids. It's just that they were here a lot.
Yeah.
They were here Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
I hadn't seen them all week. I needed my granddaughter.
3 days. Oh my gosh.
Morning, Jolene.
Hey, Jolie. Wow.
You should know by now that it's not going to change how much I want
Good
to see
morning,
the
Pat.
girls.
Oh, I understand. It's just we have a business to run also.
That's why the weekend was perfect.
Well, no, it was Friday also.
Only late afternoon. I wasn't in the office anyways Friday. I was doing errands and...
I know. So we had a fantastic weekend. What did we do? Friday, did we have friends over? Or was it Saturday we had friends over? Saturday we had friends over.
Hi, Randy.
Bill and April came over. April brought, oh my gosh, the best pasta I think I've had in my entire life. She puts like seafood and stuff in there, and oh, it's so good.
Artichoke.
There was artichoke in there.
Very good.
Wow, did not know that. We had a huge beef roast also, which was cool. Found out that what my mom was saying October 25th, she said it was her birthday, but her birthday is January 25th. I know that. And
who said it was her birthday?
She did. She actually said it because on Facebook Messenger, I texted her and I'm like, what's October 25th? And she says, my birthday. And I'm like, no, it's not.
That stroke has affected her more than we thought.
Maybe. So she's going to be here in Mexico from October 25th more to November 25th, which is my brother's birthday.
Here at our house. Then my mom's coming, and she'll be here for months.
In months?
My kids are probably coming.
Months?
Shay and Matt. Well, no. Shay and Matt are, but they're not going to be staying with us. They're hopefully going to be staying in the duplex if we get it all finished and ready for them. And
I don't think we have anything to finish because upstairs, although it is not perfect, it won't be raining then. Oh, maybe it will be.
There's
actually.
No windows.
But no windows is fine.
We've got work to do. We've got work to do.
The people living there now are
Honey,
living
they lived
there.
in those places too, in the casitas.
Christie's just a terrible slumlord.
No, I don't want to be. That's why they're still empty.
No, but you're a terrible slumlord. There are good slumlords and there are bad slumlords.
Oh, my mom said Kenzie, Chris, and my mom will be coming November 27th. What about that little turd son of mine that lives in Canada? Because the other turd son of mine lives here. He is the father of my beautiful granddaughters, though, so she's coming, but just to say hello. Yeah, you're coming soon too, aren't you, Karen? I know I ask you probably every time you mention it, but you're coming in October as well.
So doing things a little different today as far as the video. I have a camera set up. We do have the webcam, but I thought we'd try this. The thing with the webcam is it does a 16 by 9, and I believe I can do a 16 by 9, but that's just very crazy.
My mom said Spence got a job.
Good morning, Kira. Wow, fantastic. That's good news. But that does mean that he's going to have a difficult time coming for Christmas because he's a new guy.
I know, and I really wanted him to get his visa. Son of a gun.
Grr! Yeah, it's this is the last year. Well, currently it's the last year that you can get the easy path to a visa. Which it's very strange what's going on in Mexico because they just make things crazy and difficult, but then other ways they do things that are so easy. It's weird. That's the problem when you have a bunch of grade 6 graduates running the show. Because you don't have to really go to school to do anything of consequence here. You just have to be related to somebody that's done something of consequence here.
Yes.
sadly, which is why whenever they improve the airport, it gets worse and worse and worse. Same as business. Every year, I keep having this conversation. I ask my accountant, is things getting better for business? The answer is no. It gets worse every year. So eventually, it will come to a standstill and the world will collapse. And everybody will be like, hey, what's going on here? It's so weird. There's no businesses anymore and nobody wants to pay taxes.
No.
So now I may be regretting buying that little apartment building. I mean, big picture, it's good. But at the same time, gold and silver are the thing that I keep hearing that you're going to want. And China and Russia are doing a currency now. They're putting this Eurasian currency that's going to be resource backed, which up until 1970 or 71, all currencies were backed by gold, even the United States. But then when the United States pulled out, very interesting things happened. Oil, which had never risen previously because it was decoupled from that, it just went to crazy town. Everything is going to crazy town because currency was based on nothing. Now, when I took my Canadian securities course back in, I guess it would be 1990, I think in 1990. At the time, Canada had a 5% reserve policy. So if you deposited $100 into the bank account, the bank had to hold on to five, but they could lend out 95%. Well, that's gone. So now it's just you put in 100, you can lend out 100 and keep doing that
Or
over and over.
120.
Or 120. And that is the problem where money means nothing anymore. It's not backed by anything, which is now you've got the US, which has printed $9 trillion in the last few years. Of course, inflation going bonkers because of that. Thanks, US government. You're destroying the world. But I mean, every currency that's fiat based, and I believe only, and I may be mistaken, only Switzerland, I believe, is backed by anything. But I believe Nigeria is trying to do something that's gold backed.
You're looking at me like I know.
Who knows? All I know is that pretty soon it won't matter how much money you have because it's going to be worth nothing. And it's going to be a very scary time. And I will be glad I'm in Mexico because nobody freezes to death. Nobody starves to death here.
That's right. That is right.
I remember in Puerto Rico, people eating out of the garbage. That was different. Never seen that in Mexico. That was weird.
Yeah.
But U.S. territory. So, what is going on in our world? We have a meeting at 11 o'clock today with some potential buyers.
Yep.
Going to my office today because I need to play with that teleprompter. Also, I bought a membership to a real estate thing, and they've done a ton of videos and a ton of print materials, a ton of social media posts, etc. So we get to co-opt those, and it's going to be good for us. So I'm very excited because I was looking at some of the materials this weekend, and it was like, wow. Now, also using AI, I mean, I don't know if you saw the thing I posted today. I said I wanted a charcoal style painting of a small Mexico town. It's brilliant what it did. It's AI, guys. It's not, it's a computer doing
But you didn't get my butterfly? You used the small Mexican town again instead of my butterfly?
I did your butterfly, and it was weird because I said I want a sample tattoo. Well, it actually has hair on the arm and everything. It's a guy.
Arms are hairy.
Yeah, I know, but it's a guy with an embroidered tattoo on his arm.
Oh, how pretty.
No, it's hideous. It's disgusting. So you have to be very clear on what your instructions are. But oh yes, so I will be using AI also to take those articles, run it through an AI rewrite engine, and it's just going to rewrite everything. It's incredible the world we live in now. You don't have to be smart, intelligent, or anything. You just have to know how to push buttons.
Oh, and you know how to push buttons.
Oh, I know how to, but you know how to push buttons too.
Oh, not nearly. Not nearly.
She's imagining. She's imagining. She's really good at pushing buttons. We're not fighting right now. It just seems like we are, but we will today at some point because that's just what happens. I'm sorry, honey. I don't know what's going on in your world.
Oh Lord, I know that's the problem, isn't it?
Yep. So, pool, we will show you. I think we'll do a quick walkthrough of our property here.
Next sunny day, because
next
it's really
sunny day.
overcast and it rains, so everything's wet, but it's starting to look really good back there. I've been kind of arranging the plants. They're not where I want them. I'm getting there. I arrange them and then I see something and I'll change a pot or I'll do something and then I'll arrange it again. And
so there's a few things we have to do. We have to do on the rooftop, we have to do that brick layer, which is going to force the water to where we want it to go. Because right now it just goes over the edge and it's just yucky. So we have to paint. So obviously that's going to be something that needs to be addressed. But for the most part, that back wall is the only other thing. I really wish we would have done it.
Done the fence.
Yeah.
It's not too late. It's just we have to prioritize some things first.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
We've got a lot going on that's costing money. And so we need to make sure that the commitments we have obviously are paid for and we still can keep our savings and...
Yeah, it's funny because right now to run our business before maybe $1,000 a month.
Yes, and now, John spends a lot of money on our business.
Now it's about $100,000 a year.
A year, yeah.
A year. Just so that's before we make any money. $100,000 is spoken for. Holy cow. That's amazing to me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she doesn't mind the crap that she gets. She bitches about it, but she doesn't mind that. But she does mind the spending of the money. And the thing is before we had Shirley and started spending money on our business, it was always hand to mouth, hand to mouth.
I don't mind the spending of the money on the business. It's just the spending on the money that you don't use. You buy something and you don't use it. That
doesn't hardly happen at all.
Okay.
No, it happened in the past, Christie. Oh my God, maybe we are fighting and I don't know. No, I don't think we're fighting. But yeah, those days are long gone. But I do buy stuff. I have some web domain names. It's about $1,000 a year just in the domain names. But I own PortaVallartaRealEstate.com, PortaVallartaMLS.com. I own a lot of quality domain names. We just need to do something with them. So I need to hire a tech person that can do this kind of stuff. Because I used to do all of this stuff, but unfortunately, it's that damn 24 hours a day. Mm-hmm. It's destroyed my day. Because you start every day with this long list of things that need to get done. You don't do it. It's like the dishes, because we used to have these big piles of dishes before we had the housekeepers.
I do more dishes than the housekeeper does. Thank you very much.
But the housekeeper, Christie, really keeps our house in order. Twice a week, we have somebody that comes in.
Sell them. Yes, sell the web domains. It's from Randy.
Yeah, no, I can't because these are prime domain names. I own LaCruzRealEstate.com and LaCruzRentals.com. So eventually we will do a rental business. It's just right now it's a terrible, terrible idea.
We don't have enough staff.
No, gosh, no. We do not have enough staff for that. So eventually we will. This year we've got 2 new agents, possibly a third, possibly even a fourth. And really we need them because we've got so many leads coming in now that I can't keep up with any of this stuff. So yeah, we're going crazy busy. And this season will be our busiest ever. Just because so many Canadians and Americans are done with their country. Mm-hmm. Good for them. Good for them. I understand if you're old enough that you need to use the system. I get that. But if you're young enough, you're just paying for something it's a sinking ship. It really is. And that's too bad.
Yeah.
So what can we tell these folks, huh? You love your grandkids. That is a foregone.
I do love spending time.
Amelia every day gets more mature and older. I mean, she's not even a year old yet, but she's able to sit up now. She smiles all the time.
Oh my gosh.
When she's angry with Chuita, though, she grunts at her. Like that part I love.
It's hilarious.
So let's say Chuita, she's in the nursery having fun. Mom comes and picks her up. She'll just scowl at Chuita and grunt. I love that. She's got her own little mind.
Yeah, she's already developing a little personality, and she just has the cutest little grin. And
Oh yeah, all the time. She's either incredibly happy or she's hungry.
yeah,
That's it.
pretty much.
Happy or hungry.
And she's
That's
eating a lot. Like she eats a lot of different foods. Yesterday, Zach had given the girls some fried potatoes in the morning. So he called them French fries. They kind
You
of
still
look
are
like
looking
French
at
fries.
yourself.
And the girls were eating them, and I was giving them to Amelia, and Amelia she just was shoveling them in her mouth. It was really quite cute.
And they were so yesterday, Taylor said she wanted ice cream. Christie said, no, how about little tomatoes? She's like, okay. So for her, it was like off the ice cream.
Well, they love the
onto
little
tomatoes.
round tomatoes, the little cherry tomatoes. So I do keep them here. And if I know they're coming, I will buy them because they like them. And they're a good snack. They really enjoy them. All three of the girls actually really enjoy them. So,
But you don't like tomatoes.
no, I don't.
Even the little cute candy flavored
No, I
ones?
don't.
No?
I do not. If they're in a salad and there's, enough in the salad, I will eat one or two, but I just don't like the taste of them.
It's so funny because I will eat tomatoes just by themselves. They taste good. I had a little salt and pepper, but
You like cilantro too, though. I don't.
I do like cilantro, but only if it's mixed in with something like a salsa. Did we go to any restaurants this weekend?
We went to Doña.
Oh, we went to Doña Maria's.
Yeah,
on Sunday morning,
birria.
yesterday morning. If we had the
Yeah.
birria. Guys, if you want a good birria, go to Doña Maria's
in La Cruz.
in La Cruz. It's so good.
We went with some friends of ours that her husband is leaving pretty soon to go back home. She'll be here. And so I said, well, we need to get together with them. And our week just flew by. And they were really busy last week too. So I said, well, let's go out after church. And so we did. And it was quite nice. The food's good. The food's always good there. Gloria and Kiki are the owners. And they're just, I guess they're the owners.
The only thing that surprised me was we had tried the dessert, the upside down pineapple cake.
Pineapple
whatever.
upside down cake, yeah.
But our piece was so much smaller than theirs was.
Yeah, it was. It does look like we got a smaller piece. I mean,
They're like, you're too fat. You get a small piece.
Well, no, but I think they were all pre-cut, and I just think that it was just the next one that he grabbed.
The draw.
Yeah.
Now the flan they say the flan is going to be back next week, but that is magical. Their flan is.
Yeah, my mom is saying that my nephew Grady loved those little tomatoes too. Yeah, he did. I remember that.
Why doesn't Christie like that? Why doesn't she like mushrooms? Why doesn't Zach like mushrooms either? I'm just confused by.
Well, hi, Brianne. Brianne is asking my mom if she's going to be in Mexico for Christmas, and yes, if she is coming at December or November 27th, she better be here for Christmas. Is there one restaurant to visit, not too fancy or expensive, that is a must go to? Oh gosh, it really depends on what you want, Karen, because
I think the one that's on this side of the highway, that one, I really think
Cooley's.
It's not terribly expensive, but the quality.
No, Cooley's is a definite go-to for a nicer dinner, but it's not overly fancy and it's not overly expensive. Adauto's on the beach. I mean, we've been really enjoying Adauto's.
Adauto is priced a little higher than Cooley's.
Well, no, because a meal at Cooley's is between 300 and 400 pesos, and Adauto's are around, depending on what you're buying, between 200 and 300 pesos. I'm not sure that Cooley's is cheaper.
All right. What else? Like Marisol is a great beachfront restaurant.
Yeah, but food-wise, if we're talking food-wise,
yeah,
ambiance is one thing, and anything on the beach is great. We've got El Chivero, Marisol, Adauto's, El Brujo, Fat Boys, I'm not crazy about Fat Boys,
So
but
many
they're
of our
another. We have
friends
some
love
friends
Fat
that love it,
Boys.
so maybe we're just ordering the wrong things. I don't know. Um,
Or maybe our eyes are so
Dugarel's
open that we see everything and they're just blinded.
Dugarel Plays is really good. Oceans, I mean, all of those beachfront. Mezzogiorno, in my opinion, just my opinion, and well, John's too, we find it a little expensive for the quality. If you want really good Italian, go to Toscana Mia. Oh
Oh
my
my
gosh.
gosh. Toscana Mia is so kick-ass for
Yeah.
Italian food. And
Um,
Vincenzo is a great owner. He's very above. He knows everything that's going
yeah,
on.
he hovers, but
He does have in a good
comfortably.
way. In a good
Yeah.
way.
And then for tacos, I mean, there's a taco place,
Tacos Junior is very
Tacos
good.
Junior, the Birria place downtown, the Birria place, they're only open. So the Birria place downtown is open, I think, Monday to Friday.
Oh,
I don't
that's
know
the
if
one
it's
by
open.
our old restaurant, our old
Old
office.
yeah. Right on that corner there.
Yeah,
They're
you-
really amazing.
You have to step off the street onto this property, and it used to be on the street.
Well,
the
they
taco
still
stand.
are on the side of the side street. They still cook out there. They
Okay.
don't cook in the yard.
But yeah, you sit in the yard now.
Yeah.
And it used to be you sat
Yeah.
on the street.
And then the taco place that we were just talking about in La Cruz, Doña Maria's. Cascadia, I think it's Cascadia in La Cruz. We've not been yet, but I'm hearing really good things from them. So one of these days we'll head out there.
There's
The
so many
prices
to go.
don't seem to be crazy expensive. There's new restaurants opening all the time. We've really enjoyed Banana Bar the couple of times we've been to that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's a Nuevo.
Yeah, that's Nuevo Vallarta.
And of course,
But Nuevo is not
my
that far.
favorite is the Moriscos, the one in Nuevo.
El Coleguita.
El Coleguita.
Yeah.
And El Coleguita is just, it's a standby. It's not the best seafood, but it's dang good. The experience
It's
is always
consistent.
amazing.
It's another place that's consistent.
And we've been going there now 15, 16
Yeah,
years.
yeah.
And any place that you can go after 10 years.
And Mom, are you
Is
talking about
amazing.
us kicking you out or the country? Because you're probably going to get kicked out by me before you'd get kicked out by the country. And I would never kick you out, Mommy.
Yes, she would. She's threatened to kick me out many times.
Yeah, well, you deserve it.
Yeah. She also threatens me a lot.
You deserve that too.
Okay. All right. So what else?
I don't know. That was my restaurant
Restaurant rent?
rant. Rave.
Restaurant.
It wasn't a rant because rant is negative.
Yeah.
Rave. It was my rave.
Rave.
Sounds way better.
That does sound better.
I have a plant out front
That's drowning.
that was drowning. I moved it this morning.
Wow, you're very strong.
I am fuerte. I moved the plants around a little bit, so I think it looks better
Nice.
too.
Yeah, we've got more light coming in the house now too, so that's good. I'm just saying for the video because we were a little dark. when we
Oh
started.
yeah, well it's clearing
It's
up.
clearing up.
Well, I don't know if it's clearing up, but the clouds are getting lighter. I took a cool picture of a cloud last night, just out the back door. I went out to go do something, and I'm like, that looks really cool. So I went and got my camera, and I just took a quick picture. Oh, garbage men! I have a full bag of garbage.
Buenos dias.
And lots of times when they see us open, they'll come and ask for a propina.
Yeah.
But I will say I don't mind giving them a propina because they will take garbage that sometimes they won't normally take. Like if I have a whole bag of yard waste, lots of times they're not. I don't really.
It is strange what they take and what they don't take. Sounds like they're crushing that fat man.
I think they need to oil their machine. That was very loud. Several go-tos. Yeah, Jim, you guys, where do you, I mean, you guys go to Oceans a lot, I know.
Well, they like the beach, right? Because, hey, man, who doesn't love the Mexico beach?
My mom is saying, you're going to have a long stretch of visitors if Judy comes for a month just before we do. Kenzie and Chris plan on finding something nearer to the beach. It's her birthday week. Yeah.
We do know. She's
No,
gonna be 30.
gracias.
She's going to be 30 this year.
She'll be 30, so we'll have to have a party.
And she's not our first 30-year-old child.
No, she's our second 30-year-old.
Yeah. When did you get old?
Just before you did.
Yeah. I learned about some breathing exercises today.
I
Um,
don't think they're going to help you with a pillow over your face,
no,
though.
but it's called square breathing. So what you do is you have to imagine a square, and as you're going up the square, you inhale for 5 seconds. Then when you're done, you hold your breath 5 seconds, exhale 5 seconds, and then stop breathing for 5 seconds again. So as you go around the ring, you've done 3 inhalations and exhalations in a minute. If you've done it like 1, 2, 3. So that's called square breathing. And then circle breathing is just in and out, in and out. So there's lots of different ways to do it and just to manage your stress. Because for me, unfortunately, I never realized what stress was. You know,
I married it.
the thing is that stress is we were created to hunt and gather and be hunted. So you've got the fight or flight that's always going. Well, if you're just sitting in an office, your fight or flight is going and you don't know what to do. So it sounds like there's a lion roaring, but it's just your wife saying, "Hey, what are you up to?" And then stress just skyrockets. So now I'm learning how to cope with that.
What are you doing when I ask you that question that
I
you
don't
get
know.
so stressed?
I don't know. I really don't know, because I do believe that that time when I had the 170 some panic attacks in one night, that was, I think, the exploding vein thing in my head. But that really, I think, triggered me, because when I went to see the doctor, he's like, "What stress do you have?" I'm like, "I don't
I
think
don't have any stress,
I don't think I
doctor."
have any stress. I live in Mexico." Yeah, he laughed at that. So, but the thing is I need to learn to manage the stress. And since he told me that, it's only been 2.5 years that I'm starting to think about it. So
True that.
chicken is getting me stressful right now.
Having visitors from October till May is getting me stressed out.
That would be stressful also. Well, mostly because it's our high season.
Yeah, but it's family. They understand that
Oh,
we have
absolutely.
to work.
We will be working a lot this year. Like a
Yeah.
lot. It's a good thing we have a swimming pool, so that way our guests can use that now too.
Yeah.
And our family, obviously.
Well, the
They're
only
not
guests that we're having is family.
Okay.
We're not
So
having other people
if
stay.
you are not related to us, you are not invited, according to her.
No, I meant guests to stay here.
Oh,
Visitors, friends that come to visit. Those aren't. I guess they're guests. I was just thinking of people that were actually staying at the house.
yeah.
So I promised to stay out of your hair. Yeah, I've heard that before, Ma.
She cuts it very short now, so people do stay out of her
It's
hair.
much easier to stay out of my hair when it's short.
Yeah. So I think we're done.
All right, yeah.
We do have our 11 o'clock.
Our day is.
And I do need to get to my office today. I'm actually excited about it. I've used it now, my office, this year. We are in
Okay, we're talking about the
September.
upstairs office because people keep thinking he means
Yeah.
our main office.
My
No.
office. And I've used it maybe 10 times this year. But now I'm going to be using it regularly until the year is over. Then it's done. All right, Pat, have a great day. Thank you all. And we will chat tomorrow.
Bye.